actually love.
The New Orleans riverfront gleaming brightly along the Mississippi here tonight. D.A. Jake.
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed, D.A. Thank you. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Eric Bledsoe.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Johnson is out there with Pirtle. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Vassell in at the 2. And for New Orleans, they've got Ingram. James Johnson is out there with Adams. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Ball in at the 1. Now here's Ingram. As we look ahead to the playoffs, Brent, what surprised you in your first postseason appearance back in, 1997? A long time ago.
How old were you at that time? All right, anyway. Focus. The level of play when it comes to the playoffs, they know everything that you're doing, and they know what you're thinking. So you best be ready.
And so it's New Orleans with it, following the bucket by the Spurs. Bledsoe passes to Adams. Vassell grabs the board. We play just over a minute here in the first. Murray finds Johnson. Eric Bledsoe grabs the miss. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Ingram. Shot clock at 6. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
Ball from long range. A rebound by the Spurs. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Now Ingram. Following the miss by Lonzo Ball from deep. Yes, that goes in.
Well, when he gets around there, because he's so long and so quick off the floor, Brandon Ingram tough to stop.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Murray, good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
No good from Bledsoe.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Here's Murray. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Murray's got his second basket of the night.
Ever evolving as a passer, DeRozan continues to impress with his ability to find his teammates.
Ball. That one a little long.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And there's 1:45 left to play in the first.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And the pass to Purdy. Murray outside. Here's Vassell. He's covered by Ingram. Vassell, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for New Orleans. This time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Very tough loss for them last time they played. I mean, in the end, the amount of trips to the line they gave up did them in.
Murray, the pass to Vassell. On the wing, Johnson. And he converts the layup. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Right side, Ball. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Johnson finds Bledsoe. Now Murray. Coming off a stellar performance against Milwaukee. Birtle, the pass to Johnson. Tipped away and taken away by Johnson. Bledsoe with it. Ingram outside. No good with the triple. It's a tie game in New Orleans. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
So they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
Hernan Gomez out there with Hayes. And it's a 1-2 in at the 2-go. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. And so it's San Antonio with it. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Chang inside. Hernan Gomez covering. Chang, no luck. To the middle. Shots good by Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez has got the first basket of the second quarter for New Orleans. Here's Eubanks, covered by Hayes. New Orleans in the lead. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Shot from 12. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And Gomez has got the lead up to 4 now for the Pelicans.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that have the most second chance points on the season. Second, the Pelicans.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass. It's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
He lobs it up, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And Walker kicks to Gay. Passes it to Mills. Here's Eubanks, covered by Hayes. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Brandon Ingram.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Here's Hayes. Off on the layup. Spurs trail by 6.
And last year on draft night, it was Hayes who rocked that sideshow bob necklace with 1,000 stones and his nickname, Sideshow Jax.
Well, I love the nickname, but I love the potential of what it is that Jackson Hayes can bring to a ball club that needs a center to be able to run up and down and play at pace and play above the rim.
Pass to a 1-2. Takes it from 10. Rebound San Antonio. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And a wide open look for Walker. The quick look no good that time. Pass to Marshall from deep. That shot no good. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 5-point game. And the dunk by Walker.
Well, there's a couple things that Patty is working on to be a better player in this league, and finding the open man is one of them.
Now Now the pass to a Wonder. Shot clock at 5. There's 1:38 left in the first half. Walker in the corner. Here's Eubanks. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Down low. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
The young Spaniard, Hernan Gomez, a good finisher around the basket.
To the paint. Here's Jang. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Out to the wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. You look at San Antonio. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Pelicans, right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
And, you know, for the Spurs, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortune.
The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Both good from the line that time.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
Now here's DeRozan. 23 points for him the last game against Milwaukee. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. "12 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Left side, ball, inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, love the aggressive play here from Adams. He gets the shot he wants, and now another opportunity to challenge himself at the free throw line.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Pop.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above. And that should...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Willie Hernan Gomez. What a contribution.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Johnson. He's out there with DeRozan. Pirtle is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Vassell in at the 2 spot. Here's New Orleans. They lead by 1. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. And he gets it to go. Ball's got the first points of the second half up on the board for New Orleans. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that may be going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. A 2-point game. To the inside, Adams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Adams has got 6 points.
What a passer this guy is. I love how fast Ball is at noticing when the defense has just overcommitted.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Spurs have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. And Johnson drops them both. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Adams in the high post. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Johnson.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's the lob to Adams.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
Johnson dishes to Pirtle. Outside for Murray. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Passes to Pirtle. Clock at 6. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Adams. Shoots over Pirtle. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. And there's the nice layup by Adams. Adams has got 10.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Here's Vassell. Guarded by Bledsoe. That's tipped and taken away by Johnson. And it's Ball in the corner. 1:39 left here in the third quarter. Very hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage. And there was so much hoopla around Ball when he first entered the league, but lately a lot of that seems to have died down.
I feel like it's settling in, and a change of scenery for Lonzo Ball after being #2 and being in Los Angeles and being home. Maybe being away has been the best thing for him to start to focus on the task at hand.
And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Thursday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks.
And that game against the Suns, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen.
Pretty consistent player when healthy, and nice to see Rudy Gay working back to this kind of athletic prowess.
He's covered by Gay. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Now here's Hayes. Back to Hernan Gomez. And the rejection by Chang. And they're able to recover. That one drops for him.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself, accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
San Antonio making a switch here. Eubanks is checked in.
And no one really crashing down on the backside, a breakdown defensively.
Outside DeRozan. The pass to Gay. Now here's Mills. He's tightly guarded. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. San Antonio making a switch here. Hurdle's checked in. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Ball, the pass to Hernan Gomez.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Here's DeRozan. Rebound by Marshall. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruised. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
Cut, play. You just like something magic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So the Pelican 5 right now. We've got Ball. Hernan Gomez out there with Hayes. And it's Marshall in at the small forward. Hurdle against Hernan Gomez. Gay kicks to Murray. And easy 2 points on the layup.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Outside Ball. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and finished off by Hernan Gomez.
What I like right there, Ball is patient. He waits for a passing lane to appear, and then he hits him.
And here is Marshall. Hayes up top. It's deflected. In transition, here comes San Antonio. DeRozan leading the charge.
Nice hustle there. You can count on DeRozan for this. He works so tirelessly as a scorer.
Guarded by Walker. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Hernan Gomez, and Pirtle sends it back. Murray finds Gay. Pass to Pirtle. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And here's Marshall from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense. And he was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Here's Walker. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hernan Gomez has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Marshall. Count it. And now a 12-point Pelican lead. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Here's Hernan Gomez. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Well, a pretty decent distributor at his position. Rudy's good at getting rid of the ball that time.
Ball finds Hernan Gomez. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter of this one, and the basket is good. Hernan Gomez has got the lead up to 14 now for the Pelicans.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Pelicans leading by 14. We've got 1:18 left in the game. Bledsoe passes the ball. The Pelicans keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And again, no good by New Orleans. Spurs trail by 14.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Pelicans.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall. Adams' shot is off.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Johnson with the block.
Well, if you can use that athleticism on offense, why not try it on defense? James Johnson putting his 7'1" wingspan to great use.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. There's Ball with the three. Vassell grabs the board. Outside for Murray. No good. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
they arrived at the arena, pumped up and primed for action. The dome of the California Capitol building lit up dramatically here at our broadcast location in Sacramento. Hi, everyone. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And right now, he's in one of those grooves where he has a tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 look a lot different than from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
And the starting group for the Spurs. DeRozan out there with Johnson. Then there's Murray. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Vassell in at the shooting guard. And for Sacramento, Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Hyde is out there with Hield. And it's Holmes in at center. And it's Barnes on the follow.
The determination from Barnes. He never gives up on the offensive glass.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. Pass to Pirtle. Murray outside. Here's Vassell. Johnson right side. Passes it to Pirtle. 4 on the clock. From outside, off the mark. Here's Barnes, and DeRozan sends it back. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone. And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
Here's Vassell. Good D by Hield. And here's the fast break. Bagley, no good.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
Holmes with the steal. Here's Hield. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Impressive display of focus there from Hield. Never lost sight of the rim.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
Doubled by Holmes. Johnson left side. That shot off. Great D that time from Bagley. Great with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan. It helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
Good ball movement here by the Kings. Basket counts.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Murray goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
DeMar's a magnet for defensive attention. You see the overreaction leading to a wide open man.
On the wing, Hield. Barnes against DeRozan. Barnes can't get it to go, and stolen by Barnes. Hield outside. And stolen by Murray. Holmes against DeRozan. Here's Johnson. DeRozan. It's good on the putback.
Did you see the height he got on his vertical? I would love to see DeMar DeRozan hit the offensive glass more often.
Now here's Hield playing Oklahoma City. He was nearly unstoppable. Barnes looking around. And Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Vassell. Now Johnson. From deep. The rebound by Hield.
They better clear a spot on the bench for him because that's where he's headed if he continues to take shots like that.
Yes, he is definitely going to the bench and maybe to the locker room.
54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pirtle inside. Holmes on him. Back to Johnson. It's stolen by Bagley. Right against Murray. Got a piece of it. Holmes. Banked in off the glass. Holmes got 6.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside. Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Kings leading now by 9. Barnes outside. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. For the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Barnes has got his second bucket.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
It's hauled in by the Kings. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
And if it wasn't there, each guy was willing to make the extra pass.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Kings here, they've been really putting on a show, guys.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Medu is out there with Whiteside. Then there's Mo Harkless. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Davis in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Shot clock at 6. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Spurs trail by 13. And I think when we get into these later stages of the season, Steve, you can see why so many teams put an emphasis on depth these days.
Yes, the reason why there's a lot of mileage on everybody. It's crucial to have players down the bench that you can depend on.
Shots good by Walker.
That's good planning, and that's good execution, and that's a great look.
The pass to Harkless. It's right on the wing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And so Wright nails both of them. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Gay outside. Back to Mills. Here's Eubanks. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And good that time.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Harkless dishes to Whiteside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Whiteside's got the lead up to 13 now for the Kings. And for the Spurs, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Here's Chang, and he banks in the layup.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Kings leading now by 11. Pass to Harkless. Here's Medu. Up top, Wright. Whiteside kicks to Wright. Just 5 on the clock. Medu passes to Wright. Outside for Davis. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Harkless dishes to Whiteside. Outside, Davis. Passes it to Medu. The kick out to Wright. On the wing, Davis. Shoots over Walker. And it's Davis missing. Spurs trail by 11. Gay with it, picked up by Davis. Hills with it, Wright's there. Gay outside, pass to Eubanks. Pulls up on the wing. The shot, no good. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
The pass to Whiteside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
It's hard to intimidate Whiteside because he's usually the guy on the end doing the intimidating.
Sacramento making some changes. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Medu. Barnes comes in for Maurice Harkless. And Hield subbed in for DeLon Wright. Back to Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's Davis with the ball for Sacramento. 10-point lead. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Here's Hield. Drops in the layup for 2. Hield's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Because you have to respect that outside shot. The drive is often there for Hield.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Pirtle against Whiteside. They kick out to Hield. Here's Barnes. Chalk up 2 there. Barnes has got 7.
Just a difficult shot that Barnes makes look so simple, so creative how he brushes off the defense.
It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
The Kings making a switch here. Holmes checked in. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Johnson can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Barnes outside. No good on the triple. And so it's the Sacramento Kings up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. It was a fast pace for Sacramento at the outset. They staged a good old-fashioned ambush, going on an aggressive 9-0 run at the... And that'll do.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One guy who's been getting it done is Buddy Hield.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Johnson is out there with DeRozan. Then there's Pirtle. Then there's Murray. And it's Vassell in at the 2 spot. Just 4 to shoot. The deep 3 from Hield. The long distance 3 is buried. 10 points for him.
And you've got to be up on Hield, especially when he's beyond the arc. If not, he'll bury you.
Kings leading now by 15. He kicks it to Bagley. Back to Hield. Barnes outside. Puts up a 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of 4 men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent. I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused, and they've executed.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Shot by Hield, nobody around, and it's off from three-point range. Spurs trail by 15. Murray kicks to Johnson. Pass to Pirtle. Count it. Pirtle's got his second basket of the game.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Kings leading now by 13. Barnes outside. Pass to Bagley. To the middle. Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's DeRozan. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Now here's Hield. He's got 10. And Wright kicks to Hield. Holmes passes to Wright. Barnes bounce pass. Here's Bagley. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
And how about the strength on display there? Even when you whack Bagley, he's outstanding at fighting through it.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Here's Whiteside. Harkless the pass to Medu. With the clock winding down, and he goes in for the dunk.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Here's Jang. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And Whiteside slams it home.
Highlight reel, baby. The big fella Whiteside, he has hang time.
Here's Walker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Bagley. Sacramento leading by 16. On the wing, Davis. 36 seconds left in the third. Now Harkless. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Spurs trail by 16. Walker in the post. He's guarded by Davis. Eubanks the pass to Walker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Walker's got 4 this quarter.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Pass to Harkless. Right side Davis. And thrown by Jang. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's Sacramento leading by 14. 5 from goal. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. On the floor for Sacramento, Deshaun Holmes out there with Whiteside. Then there's Davis. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Wright in at the point guard position. And here is Davis. From the arc. Offensive rebound. And Whiteside slams it home.
Are you serious? Whiteside doing major damage on the offensive glass.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Spurs. It's a 16-point game. DeRozan passes to Purtle. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Whiteside finds Harkless. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Now the pass to Holmes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count that bucket. And the Kings lead by 18.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Barnes, he's checked in for the Kings. Buddy Hield comes in for Davis. And the Spurs making a change here. Hield outside. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. And Wright kicks to Barnes. Holmes trying to free himself up. He dishes it to Hield. The kick out to Wright. Pass to Barnes. Back to Wright. Another shot. And he lays it up and in.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Spurs trail by 20. Outside DeRozan. Harkless with the steal. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Barnes outside. Fires the 3. Rebound by Murray.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Purtle, the pass to DeRozan. Steve, if you were playing in this era, how engaged do you think you'd be on social media?
Yeah, that's a great question, Kevin. I think a lot, because I think right now that's just the way this era communicates. And obviously there's some negatives to social media, but there's a lot of positives from a standpoint of being able to reach your fans, get your message out, especially what we've been going through in this time for social injustice. But I also think there's a lot of marketing and branding opportunities through social media.
Hield outside. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. And the Kings lead by 21.
A catch and shoot specialist. Hield has a quality jump shot and really makes quick decisions.
Johnson gets the bucket.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident looking performance for Sacramento.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And they're going to bring this season series to an end with a very nice victory here today. These teams spent a lot of time on the floor together this year.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Deshaun Holmes.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm. And that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Here's Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Back to right. 6 to shoot. And here's Barnes for 3. The rebound by Johnson. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. DeRozan, that's good.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
Here's Sacramento. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Healed outside. The 3. He doesn't hit that one. Left side, DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
You have to love the way DeRozan went at the rim. He knows he's at his best when he's aggressive.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Even early. a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Steven Adams is out there with James Johnson. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Ingram. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. And for the Kings, Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Buddy Hield is out there with Wright. And it's Holmes in at center.
And still a ton of upside for Marvin Bagley. Talk about what you see.
Well, Jay, I see an agile, quick player off of the floor. I mean, we know he can play in the paint. I'm just interested in seeing how well he starts to stretch the game and become a 3-level scorer.
And here is Hield following the 3 from Eric Bledsoe. Barnes right side. The pass to Holmes. Ingram with the steal. Johnson outside. He dishes it to Adams. Second chance effort, and Johnson with the lay-in good.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Now, here's Holmes. He had 13 points in the win against Oklahoma City.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
Here's Bledsoe. The Kings getting the bucket. The dish to Johnson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Barnes outside. Right against Ball. And Wright, here we go. And it's Bagley. That time on the assist by Wright. Bagley's got his second bucket of the night.
What a strong finish by Bagley. Getting physical to overcome the contact and get a shot.
There's the lob to Adams. And another turnover here by New Orleans.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Hield outside. Back to Wright. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Bagley trying to free himself up. Hield can't hit. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Ingram wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Kings have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Wright throws it down.
No, he's a solid team player. He doesn't always look for a shot. He enjoys getting it to the open teammate.
Ball kicks to Ingram. Launches a 3. And again, New Orleans has no up.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Bagley, no good.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
Johnson outside. Looking for Ingram. He gets it in there. It's good. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
On the drive, Whiteside is so tenacious. Barrels through the defense to get a shot.
Guarded by Wright. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Now here's Wright. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Ingram outside. Down low. Shots good by Hernangomez.
How about the inventiveness from Ingram? Not to only see his open teammate, but deliver the pass as well.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Medu. Kicks it to right. He lobs it up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And he makes the first. And the Pelicans making a change here. And so Wright nails both of them. Here's Hernangomez, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah, love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
Medu is out there with Mo Harkless. Then there's Whiteside. Then there's Terrence Davis. And it's Wright in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Kings leading now by 3. Pass to Harkless. Here's Medu, covered by Hayes. Now Harkless. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
And 3 blocks on the game as well. I mean, he was going all out and making plays defensively.
And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's a 1-2, guarded by Wright. 5 to shoot, and finished off by Hernangomez.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And the call will be against Hernangomez. That is his first foul of the game. Holmes finds Hield.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
Ball feeling it out a bit. To the inside. Adams. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Last outing for the Pelicans. It was a loss to the Grizzlies in Memphis. Hield can't hit. To the paint. Here's Hayes. And the layup's good off the glass. Hayes has got his first bucket of the night.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Hield outside. Outside, Bagley. Stolen by Ball. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, look at that awareness of ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Pass to Harkless. Here's Holmes. That's tipped. Outside, Ball. Over to the left wing. Lets the 3 fly. Sacramento grabs the miss. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Passes it to Hayes. Inside. Marshall can't hit. The Kings trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Yeah, he's evolving into a more well-rounded scorer. He'll really showing his toughness right there, finishing off these types of shots.
There's the pass to Marshall. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the right wing. Deep 2 from Ball. That's short off the rim.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
Healed with the bucket.
I like how he'll get solid positioning inside. A terrific score close to the basket.
The Pelicans have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Adams down low. Holmes on him, and it's Ball in the corner. And yes, it's good.
Remarkable at sizing up screen and rolls. Ball, he has a knowledge of how to break down the defense. It's special.
Last game for the Kings, they picked up the W against Oklahoma City. Harkless finds Davis. Back to Harkless. Sacramento moving it around. Now here's Heald. D right on him. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
What an athlete this kid is. Ball gets off the floor with such ease.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Sacramento, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Pass to a 1-2. Here's Hernan Gomez. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They were always within striking distance. And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Willie Hernan Gomez. What a contribution.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. We've got Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball out there at Bledsoe. And then there's Steven Adams, and it's Johnson in at the power forward. Here's Wright. Steven Adams making his last shot. Barnes dishes to Wright. Bledsoe against Heald. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
For 3, Ingram. Rebound by the Kings. Holmes got his 5th rebound in this one. The kick out to Barnes. Pass to Holmes. Barnes looking around. To the paint. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
There's always been a power aspect to Bagley's game, and every time he goes strong to the bucket, you get a taste of it.
Ingram outside. From deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ingram's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pelicans. The Kings shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you, the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
Shot clock at 3. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
The Kings making a switch here. Whiteside's checked in. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. There's Ball with the three. Sacramento grabs the miss. And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
Here's Johnson following the basket by Buddy Hield. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you got to knock down.
Whiteside, good.
And you got to do more than this to stop Whiteside. He's too big and too strong on these takes inside.
Now, here's Ball. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here is Whiteside. Hield, the pass to Wright. Barnes outside. Hield outside. Lock at 6.
Now, we've seen Whiteside continue to work on this part of his game. Love seeing these kinds of results.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. They trail by 3. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. And they're playing through a string of road games. That will be game 5 of the 6 on the road. Here's Adams. Makes it off the glass. Adams has got his second basket.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Wright, the pass to Whiteside. Hield against Ball. Barnes dishes to Hield. In the corner, it's Whiteside. The three-pointer, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Ingram missing.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
The drive by Bagley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
This is what Bagley needs to keep doing. When he attacks the defense, it puts them in difficult spots.
Some changes for Sacramento. Medu, he's checked in for Whiteside. Reese Harkless comes in for Barnes. And it's Terrence Davis in for Hield. Pelicans trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Guarded by Wright, and he converts the layup.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Passes to Harkless. Left side, Bagley. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Got a hand on it. Over in the corner, Marshall. And the shot is long.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you just...
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Kings lead by 1. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the court right now for the Kings. Harkless is out there with Medu. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And there's Davis. And it's Holmes in at the 5 spot. And so Wright nails both of them. Pelicans trail by 3. Guarded by Wright. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
The deeper in the crunch time we get, the harder he's going to work on the offensive glass.
Harkless, the pass to Wright. Back to Harkless. Bledsoe against Davis. With some arc, Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Pelicans shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Bledsoe for three. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got his 6th rebound on the night. That one's not going to go. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. It's stolen by Davis. Stolen by Bledsoe. Marshall deciding where to go with it. Outside for Bledsoe. To take the lead. Can't capitalize inside. The Kings leading. Here's Davis. And the shot goes down.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Sacramento leading by 3. Harkless finds Davis. Now here's Holmes to the inside. Davis, the pass to Holmes. Here's Wright. 5 on the clock. And there's the pass to Medu. Here's Holmes. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Guarded by Wright. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And the rejection by Holmes. Here's Harkless. Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Bucket is good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
1:49 left to play in the final quarter. To the middle. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Eric Bledsoe.
And the seasoned veteran Bledsoe, not afraid to take matters into his own hands and take a big-time shot.
The shot by Harkless, no good. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Down low, here's Hernan Gomez. Shooting foul. The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, under the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Medu can't hit. Here's New Orleans. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. Some changes for Sacramento. Bagley, he's checked in for Medu. Harrison Barnes comes in for Harkless. And Hield subbed in for Terrence Davis. Hield outside. Back to Wright. And they get it. And foul. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Stan Van Gundy told the team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Well, he's an all-around player. Lonzo's combination of size and playmaking ability at his position is truly unique. And it's going to come down to a three-point attempt. I mean, what a huge moment to come through at the line.
Here's Barnes. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Johnson, that's for two. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. They break the hearts of every fan. The view from the skies above downtown. We are.
Hey, Kevin.
It's a terrific story. David, thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Eric Bledsoe.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Johnson is out there with Ingram. Then there's Bledsoe, and then there's Steven Adams, and it's Ball in at the 1. And for San Antonio, we've got Jakob Poeltl. Johnson is out there with DeRozan. Then there's Murray, and it's Vassell in at the 2. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Murray. Johnson outside, takes a 3. Ball with the rebound. To the middle, trying to find Bledsoe. Gets it to him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, Kev, with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles, in some ways that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's Ingram, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And when Ball has the ball, it's in good hands. He can run the offense, no doubt.
They double team Johnson. Murray lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Bledsoe. 11 points for him in that last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. It's tipped. They retain possession.
Anytime DeRozan can come up for the block, gets the whole team energized.
Adams' shot is off. For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to Memphis.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Ball, no good. The Spurs have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Johnson attacking, and it's Johnson with the jam.
And when Poeltl sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Here's the lob to Adams, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Ball goes up and Adams comes down. The anticipation skills, knows where to be to finish that play. And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now here's Bledsoe. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Johnson attacking. Right side DeRozan. Ingram with the steal. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And in transition, Ball is a problem. A quick decision maker who knows exactly where to go to get fast break opportunity.
Poeltl inside. Adams defending. Poeltl's shot is off.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one. And Jakob Poeltl, he's carved himself a good chunk of rotation minutes with how he's played.
Yeah, I love his game. I like his agility. I like his hands, his touch. I mean, he's a big, mobile guy. I think he's gotten to a good spot where he's dangerous in pick and roll action now too, Greg. A solid defender. A guy like that is always going to find minutes.
And that one drops.
It's going to take more than that to stop Bledsoe now. Come on. I mean, this guy excels at taking contact and handling punishment on the way up.
Ingram kicks the ball. 54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Vassell. He's covered by Ingram, and it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. 43 seconds left in the first. And DeRozan kicks to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's a 1-2. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hernan Gomez, no good.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And that does it for the first quarter. New Orleans on top. They lead by 4. Live from the AT&T. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pelicans.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
We've got Rudy Gay. Zhang is out there with Mills, and it's Eubanks in at the 4-man position. That's the San Antonio 5.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Walker in the corner. From deep three-point range, Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Pelicans leading by 4. And it's Hayes in the corner. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
From deep. The shot missing.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Marshall passes to Hernan Gomez. Gay with the block.
Gay using his reach and bounce to perfection to block the shot.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay. And let's see how the Seeds look out west going into the playoffs. You look at San Antonio, they're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs. And checking out New Orleans, right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
And you know, for the Spurs, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
And they pick up 2. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Walker kicks to Gay. Here's Eubanks. The Spurs rebound. Zhang looking to end the run. And it's Gay getting it to go. Gay's got his first 2 points.
Boy, good instincts and timing on display there from Gay. Excellent anticipation.
Here's a 1-2. He's covered by Gay. A 1-2 passes to Hayes. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed.
A big guy with an emerging skill set. Jang ruling the paint there. Nice play.
Pelicans leading by 8. Here's a one-two. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. And it's Mills with the ball for San Antonio. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
Yeah, it was a narrow win. But at that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
Whether it was their smart play or a few whistles that perhaps could have gone either way, when games are tight, every decision becomes more magnified.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans.
After suffering a devastating Achilles tendon injury during the 16-17 season, Gay has bounced back really well. Has quietly become a much better outside shooter, too.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Johnson, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. All right, a chance to check out stats for Lonzo Ball.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Pelicans have missed both of their free throws tonight, 0 for 2 so far. And the technical free throw is good.
And really, guys, I can't put a ceiling on Ingram. With his length and his shooting stroke and work ethic, this is a guy who I think has the potential to be truly great.
DeRozan against Ball finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Vassell, no good. New Orleans leading by 9. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ball feeling it out a bit. Three-pointer. A rebound by the Spurs. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They had the upper hand. And that'll do.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Spurs trail by 9. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for New Orleans right now, Adams is out there with Johnson. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Ball in at the point. Here's Adams, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Adams has got the lead up to 11 now for New Orleans. Pass to Pirtle. It's stolen by Adams. And now the Pelicans on the break. Bledsoe against Johnson. It's tipped. Pirtle with the steal. Here's Vassell. Ball's knocked loose. Pelicans leading by 11. Out to the right wing. Bledsoe dishes to Johnson. And Pirtle sends it back.
And Pirtle deserves a lot of credit for his shot blocking ability. He's a dynamic and dynamite shot blocker.
Here's Vassell. And it's good, 2 points. Vassell's got his first basket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Ingram. And Pirtle sends it back.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
DeRozan passes to Johnson. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Oh, ball in position. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Both teams will make substitutions. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Walker laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Pelicans leading by 7. Bledsoe outside. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Inside. Shots good by Hernangomez. Hernangomez has got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, Bledsoe has developed his passing skills to the point where you've got to respect that part of his game. He's doing a nice job finding his open guys.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And the shot goes in.
Good job there, getting himself a little space on the inside.
1:58 left to play here in the third. Walker the pass to Jang. Banked in off the glass. Jang's got 6 points.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
To the paint. Here's Hernangomez. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 9 points. Here's Gay. And the layup falls. Gay's got 4 points this quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I'll tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for DeMar DeRozan. 11th in assists, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And he really is the consummate playmaker, always keeping his head on a swivel, searching for the open man, completely unselfish basketball play. And the Spurs making a change here. Eubanks has checked in.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
And it goes down 2 points. Here's Mills. No points in the game yet for him. Poked away. Stolen by Bledsoe. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Adams, he's checked in for Hernangomez. Ingram comes in for Hayes. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Eric Bledsoe.
So comfortable finishing on the move. It's very rare to see Gay off balance on his drives.
Ball from long range. A rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
He gets it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing up. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got DeJounte Murray. Jakob Poeltl out there with Johnson. And it's Vassell in at the 2. That's the San Antonio 5. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital. Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here's Poeltl. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Pelicans leading by 14. Outside ball.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's 2-on-1. Gonna go that time. So the Spurs will take it the other way.
I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
Got a piece of it and taken away by Johnson. Ingram right side. To the inside. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. It's Ingram on the wing. The 3. Here's Adams. Lays it up and banks it in. Adams has got 4 points this quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
The shot by Johnson, no good. Spurs trail by 16. Here's Eubanks. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his second personal foul.
First one falls for him. Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their jobs. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. Ball, no good. Here's Adams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
And that one misses. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for San Antonio. No good on the second free throw. Spurs trail by 17. Here's Walker. Here's DeRozan. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Well, in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg, the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part
because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Pelicans.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall. And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Steven Adams.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
He's covered by Murray. Lets it go. No good that time. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And all right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and
to win up to
A Spurs team walking to the locker room earlier, determined to have a big night on their home floor. Downtown San Antonio, Texas. So a moment now to see the story for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Now Sacramento's starting 5. Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Rashawn Holmes out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Wright in at the 1 spot. And for San Antonio, we've got Johnson. He's out there with DeRozan. Jakob Poeltl out there with Murray. And it's Vassell in at shooting guard. Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. Very pretty alley-oop layup. Well, late in the season, we're seeing playoff teams resting their star players. Any excuse for lottery teams, Greg, doing the same?
Not as far as the league is concerned. I mean, if they're healthy,
exactly.
What's the goal? I mean, throwing away games is not acceptable.
No.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Offensive rebound. Here's Bagley. And stolen by Murray. One-on-one fast break. Here's Johnson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Wright. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
It felt like in that game, too, he was a man on a mission defensively. Finishing up with 4 steals is an impressive feat. And you can tell, takes pride in that part of the game.
Hield with the bucket.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on. Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat, growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own rim with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop.
Here's Murray following the basket by Buddy Hield. And it's Murray with the jam.
It gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Wright following the bucket by the Spurs. Shot clock at 6. Barnes with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And Wright gets it to go on the assist by Barnes. And Greg, they said Hield would wait until his mom fell asleep and then sneak out to play basketball. And when she came looking for him, he'd take off running.
He preferred to catch that discipline at home more so than in public. But growing up in the 8 Mile Rock, a tough neighborhood, his mom rightfully very protective.
The Kings have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Wright, the pass to Barnes. Johnson against Bagley. Hield outside. Pass to Barnes. It's right on the wing. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Up again. Holmes trying to free himself up. Great positioning on the putback.
Maybe the length helping out Harrison Barnes that time to collect.
Murray against Wright. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Wright. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Barnes kicks to Wright. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
It's a pretty easy opportunity for a teammate, all courtesy of Harrison Barnes.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Free throw drops for Wright. 1:53 left to play here in the first. Jang finds Walker. Back to Jang. Spurs working the ball around now. Walker's shot is off. Kings leading now by 3. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Harkless. Meadow controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Walker the pass to Jang. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And the pass to Eubanks.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboards. That has been key. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
You think about Hassan Whiteside's road to where he is now, a second-round pick. Spent some time in the D League, now the G League. And it's great to see him turn his career around. You just wonder how hungry is he to maximize his talent in the years to come.
Kings leading now by 4. Harkless on the wing. Walker against Davis. And the rejection by Jang. And oh, here we go. Gage got it, the fast break chance. Mills can't hit. The Kings have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Whiteside dishes to Wright, and the dunk by Wright.
Look, I know everybody wants to play point guard, but when Whiteside starts to do it, look out.
Outside, Walker over Davis. Rebound by the Kings.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Harkless the pass to Medu. Now, here's Whiteside. Pass to Wright. It's deflected. From deep three-point range, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Sacramento with a 6-point lead at the end of the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Kings, DeJuan Wright is out there with Terrence Davis. Then there's Mo Harkless. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Medu in at the 4. Medu passes to Harkless. Stolen by Gay. Misses from close range.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Now here's Harkless. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Oklahoma City. Here's Eubanks and the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Passes it to Harkless. Here's Medu. Jang defending. Harkless the pass to Medu. Buries it down low. Medu's got his second bucket of the night. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
San Antonio making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. Bagley, he's checked in for the Kings. Buddy Hield comes in for DeLon Wright.
Well, it's almost as if Whiteside had a watch on and showed patience, waiting for the defense to come down and draw the foul.
So both teams making some changes here. That one is no good. Spurs trail by 4. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Barnes grabs the miss.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Pretty clear. Buddy Hield has this shooting thing down, but doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Bones, how does he diversify his game?
Well, Greg, I think as teams try to take away his first option, which is that shooting ability, he can become a much more dynamic passer and playmaker. You can add some kind of physicality on the defensive end. Now on both ends, Buddy's doing little things to impact the game, and it's not just all about that sweet stroke.
Here's Vassell. He kicks it to Johnson. From deep. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Hield outside. Pass to Barnes. Hield outside. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Buddy showing more than just the fact that he's a shooter, working his way strength on the inside there.
Murray right side. Vassell the pass to Purtle. Johnson inside. Working on Bagley. Johnson can't hit. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. High post shot. And the shot no good. A bit short.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's Barnes. Here's Holmes. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They are just killing him on the interior. And in the NBA, Richaun Holmes had to wait for his opportunity, but he kept perspective, took nothing for granted, and just stayed positive and worked.
And sometimes as a player, GA, you got to take these little indicators that people still believe in you. Phone calls and team's interest, that helps. He's become a dangerous finisher, a shot blocker, and has shown some flashes in that jump shot.
And Sacramento has possession following the bucket by the Spurs. Right side. 6 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Spurs trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's DeRozan, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Goes up again, and Purtle lays it up and in. Purtle's got his first 2 points of the night.
And Purtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out.
Now here's Barnes. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. For Sacramento, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. First free throw is good.
Harrison Barnes, great experience at Golden State, a proven champion on that team, and now entering prime years of his career, trying to be consistent and trying to get a little bit better.
Gorgie Dangs checked in for San Antonio. And then for Sacramento, Nadu, he's checked in for Richaun Holmes. Davis is subbed in for DeLon Wright. Now here's DeRozan. 23 points his last outing. And it's off the back rim, no good. The drive by Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
So fluid right there as Bagley gets inside. Fun to watch a big guy move like that.
And so it's Sacramento holding on to an 11. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. It's Sacramento with the advantage at the half. They lead by 11. Jack, how do you think Sacramento? That's all for now.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One guy who's been getting it done is Buddy Hield.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
They've got Pirtle, DeRozan out there with Johnson. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Vassell in at the 2 spot. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Now here's Hield. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. Hield's got the lead up to 14 now for the Kings.
Still the strongest part of Buddy Hield's game. He is a lethal shooter. What a perfect stroke that was.
Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Now here's Hield, 11 points in the game. Barnes can't get it to go. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. They double team Johnson. Bagley with the block.
Well, you pair that length with those kind of defensive instincts, and Marvin Bagley becomes a much more effective defender.
And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Sacramento leading by 12. Barnes outside. Back to right. Hield the pass to Bagley. And Pirtle sends it back.
And you got to give appreciation to how Pirtle punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing. And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Now here's Hield. Now the pass to Barnes. And here is Wright. And it's Bagley at the elbow. Wright trying to break free.
Just have to appreciate how hard he's going at it right now. Bagley up there.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Spurs. Down by 12. Johnson kicks to Pirtle. Back to Johnson. Spurs working the ball around now. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Marvin Bagley picks one up. He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. And he's good on the second. Wright with it. 7 points in the game. Pass to Harkless. Fires for 3. Back to Wright. Now here's Harkless. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shot clock at 5. Bills with the steal. Johnson. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from it.
Kings leading now by 9. Outside, Davis. 1:52 left in the third quarter. Harkless the pass to Medu. And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Spurs making a switch here. Shang's checked in. And there's 1:45 left to play in the third. Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Gay misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's Wright missing. Spurs trail by 11. Back to Gay. That one drops for him.
And the balance that Rudy Gay has, outstanding job at staying in control, even when getting hit.
Kings have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. 51 seconds left here in the third quarter. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got his second basket of the night. And San Antonio shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Both teams deciding to change it up. DeRozan finds Gay. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Count that one, and the Kings lead has been cut back down to 11 now as they get an important basket that time from DeMar DeRozan. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Harkless. Now Whiteside. Back to Harkless. In the corner, it's Whiteside. 2 on the clock, and the layup is up and in. And the Kings lead by 13.
That's just pure strength and size from Whiteside. Just a Hulk out there. Remains a matchup problem for basically any roster to try to.
And so it's Sacramento. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Davis is out there with Hield, and it's Holmes in at the 5. Davis, the pass to Hield. Holmes with it, defended by Pirtle. Pirtle against Holmes. And foul on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Okay, David, thanks. And the basket by Vassell.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Barnes kicks to Davis. Pass to Holmes. And Davis wide open. He shoots. That one a little long. Spurs trail by 13. Murray right side. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Hield outside. Sacramento moving it around. Rebound, San Antonio. Pirtle's got his 6th rebound on the night. It's DeRozan with the drive. The lead now cut to single digits.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Barnes finds Bagley. Outside, Davis. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. Spurs have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Holmes with the steal. Davis inside. DeRozan defending. Davis the pass to Hield. Bagley with the ball. He gets it in there.
Well, Hield right there on the yield, waiting for someone to get open.
Holmes with the steal. The drive by Barnes. Lays it up off the glass. And the Kings lead by 13.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Hield outside. Back to Davis. Hield outside. Offline with his three. And Murray's got the ball here for the Spurs. Bagley with the block. Barnes against DeRozan. The putback, and Bagley able to finish.
Well, Bagley is so long, you can't let him go uncovered when he's around the offensive glass.
Johnson. That shot is off. Great D that time from Bagley.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Kings.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And with this win, they bring the season series to an end, guys, with a split, 2 games apiece.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Marvin Bagley.
I just loved his defense. He took pride in swatting away a bunch of shots tonight and made his impact felt.
A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
Well, Hield just keeps coming right after you again and again as a defender, and eventually you'll tire out and make a mistake with a foul.
And he nails the third. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Bagley kicks to James. Launches it. San Antonio with the rebound. From deep three-point range, offline. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have now Sacramento starting five. Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Rashawn Holmes out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Wright in at the point. And for New Orleans, Lonzo Ball out there at Bledsoe. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Ingram. And it's Johnson in at the 4. Now here's Ball. From deep. And Wright pulls it down. No good there. Excellent D there from Ball. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Bledsoe with it. Now guarded by Hield. Here's Johnson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Yeah, tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
And what James Johnson brought with him coming into this league, physicality. He combines size, strength, athleticism, and a 7'1" wingspan.
Now here's Hield. Coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City. Bagley, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
And that one's good, Ingram.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Hield outside. Pass to Bagley. The kick out to Barnes. And right, here we go. He can't hit that time. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
Hield finds Bagley. Sacramento moving it around. And there's the pass to Barnes. Shoots over Ingram. Barnes can't get it to go.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
For 3, Ingram. Rebound by the Kings.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Barnes can't get it to go. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. It's Ingram on the wing. Defended by Bagley.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's Holmes off the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Here's Bledsoe. And the layup's good off the glass.
And Bledsoe, one of the most efficient finishers in our league. For a player of his size, he is extremely polished inside.
Now, here's Bagley. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Outside, Ball. 1:33 left in the first quarter. Can't cash in from close range. Barnes dishes to Hield. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
Johnson inside. Holmes on him.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
1:02 left to play in the first quarter. Barnes outside. Here's Bagley. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
That's the kind of toughness Bagley needs to show on every possession. Shake off the contact and finish through it.
Now here's Ball. Last game he had 12. Over right. Ball no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Barnes passes to Bagley. That one good for 2. 6 points for Marvin Bagley.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
It's Ingram on the wing. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. And he's good on the 3-ball. Ingram's got 8.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Healed outside. Back to right. Passes it to Barnes. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Just 4 seconds left here in the first quarter. Up in time. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for New Orleans. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Pelicans' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Pelican 5 right now. We've got Hayes. He's out there with Hernan Gomez. And it's Marshall in at the 3. Pass to a 1-2. Kicks to Hayes. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Kings shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Outside, Davis. Back to right. And it's good for 2.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Inside, here's Hernan Gomez, and Whiteside sends it back.
Be careful. Whiteside is the ultimate rim protector.
And it's Davis with the jam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Pass to a 1-2. To the paint. Here's Hernan Gomez. And that one, good. Hernan Gomez has got his first basket of the night. And it's Davis with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Whiteside with it. Guarded now by Marshall. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Dishes it to Hayes. Shoots the 3. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's Hayes. The Kings getting the bucket. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Sacramento making their last shot. Hayes finds Hernan Gomez. And he drops in the way up off the glass. I think Gomez has got his third basket of the night.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Harkless. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside, ball. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
The Kings leading. On the wing, Heel. Stolen by Ball. Here's Bledsoe. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marvin Bagley picks one up. The Pelicans have missed both of their free throws tonight. 0 for 2 so far.
An underrated two-way player. Bledsoe wows you with his offense, but he's also made the all-defensive first team.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. Now here's Barnes. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Davis looking for an opening. He can't get it to go. Adams, some nice D. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Bledsoe against Teal.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over-eager.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And very quietly, Hield is one of the best three-point shooters in our league, as dangerous as they come.
Both free throws good from Hield.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Bledsoe outside.
I love how he's willing to sacrifice his body in there, giving maximum effort. That's what it takes on the defensive boards.
And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, great timing there. Bagley gets off the ground so quickly, gives the defense no chance to react.
The shot by Bledsoe, nobody around. And it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And some good
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They didn't get more than a 1-possession lead in the period. And
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Marvin Bagley.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Buddy Hield is out there with Wright, and it's Holmes in at the 5 down low. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Holmes got the lead up to 4 now for Sacramento. Bledsoe outside. There's the 3. Here's Adams, and foul on the shot. So, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Johnson right side. Good. Nice job down low. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
The floor awareness of ball excels at getting the ball to his uncovered teammates.
Healed outside.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Bledsoe for 3. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Bagley. Yep, that one goes in there. Bagley's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Johnson down low, guarded by Holmes.
Nice presence inside. Johnson with a variety of moves and extremely good footwork makes him a difficult matchup.
Now here's Wright. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Sacramento. Whiteside comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And Meadows subbed in for Marvin Bagley. Hield kicks to Whiteside. 6 on the shot clock, to the middle. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Whiteside. And the Kings lead by 6.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's a 1-2. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on, and you're right. I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers, and, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. New Orleans making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Pelicans trail by 6. To the right side. And here is Marshall. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Kings leading now by 6. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Whiteside finds Wright. Harkless on the wing. Over Marshall. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And here's Marshall will bring it up for the Pelicans. Ball from long range. That shot missing. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. .104 left in the third. Outside, Davis. Stolen by Ball. The pass to Hayes. Now, Hernan Gomez. He's covered by Whiteside. Hernan Gomez, no good. The Kings have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Ingram, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Sacramento. Pelicans trail by 6. To the left wing. Here's Ball. And he banks in the layup. Ball's got his first bucket in this one.
The D has to push Ball out of there. He's superb at capitalizing from this area.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Passes it to Harkless. Davis dishes to Whiteside. Back to Davis. Makes it off the glass. Davis has got the lead back up to 6 now for Sacramento.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Right side, ball. Goes back up, and it's blocked by Whiteside. And so it's the Sacramento Kings with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been there. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Adams. Brandon Ingram's out there at Bledsoe. And it's Marshall in at the power forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Healed outside. Now here's Barnes. Holmes finds Heald. To Holmes. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Steven Adams picks one up. The first free throw is good. James Johnson's checked in for New Orleans. Both free throws good from Holmes. Pelicans trail by 5. Ingram wide open, and another 3 for New Orleans.
The key for Brandon is shooting with confidence. When he does this, he buries these trays.
And Wright kicks to Holmes. Back to Wright. Bledsoe against Heald. Now Holmes. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Bledsoe. And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. And slammed up by Ingram.
The work that Ingram puts in lifts his team's play. Always there to support the break.
Heald outside to the left side wing. Here's Holmes. Johnson with the block. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Holmes. Adams, some nice D.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
No good from Bledsoe. And for Sacramento, their shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Holmes finds Barnes. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Barnes is just so well developed from anywhere on the floor.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Ingram outside. Down low. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. The Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Right, the pass to Heald. Now Bagley. No good. Some solid defense from Ingram. Here's Adams. Hangs in the air, and it's good on the layup. Adams has got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
Remains calm and collected. Adams refuses to let the moment be too big.
On the wing, Heald. Guarded by Bledsoe. Here's Wright. Banked in off the glass. And the Kings lead by 2. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Pass to Johnson. It's stolen by Bagley. And Wright with the basket on the assist by Bagley.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Holmes with the steal. Loud pass to Bagley.
And I tell you what, when Bagley plays with energy, it is difficult trying to stop him. Awesome at just staying on the attack.
The three, Bledsoe. He can't get that one, so the Kings will take it the other way. Here's the lob to the hoop, and finished off by Bagley.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. No good from Bledsoe.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Kings.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And they're going to bring this season series to an end with a very nice victory here today. These teams spent a lot of time on the floor together this year.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Marvin Bagley.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up. And that sends Eric Bledsoe to the free throw line. That one is on Hield. The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Wright. Barnes outside. Hield outside. Wright outside. And taken away by Johnson. And oh, here we go with Bledsoe. Nobody back. Over Hield. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback.
That's experience. Johnson's been in this situation plenty of times. It's usually not him taking the last shot, but maybe it should be.
And so it's Sacramento who's scraped by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really, and a